Gaming with old fans. Tonight we are reading Mickey the Kitten Sitters. Guess what? Said Mickey Mouse to his nephews Morty and Ferdy. We're going to be kitten sitters. Minnie is going to leave Figaro the kitten with us tonight while she visits her cousin Millie. At the moment there was a loud clucking and flapping and crowing from next door. Pluto the pup came racing across the lawn with the big angry rooster close behind him. Pluto hid under the porch while Mickey shooed the rooster back to his own yard. Pluto, scolded Minnie, chasing chickens again? Aren't you ashamed? Pluto was a bit ashamed, but only because he had let the rooster bully him. Creeping out from under the porch, he wagged his tail and sheepishly tried to grin. It's a good thing Figaro is going to stay with you, said Minnie to Mickey. Figaro is a little gentleman. He can teach Pluto how to behave. With that, Minnie handed her kitten to Mickey. Then she got into the car and drove away. Minnie was sincerely out of sight when Figaro jumped out of Mickey's arms and scampered into the house. In the kitchen, he saw a pitcher of cream that Mickey had forgotten to put away. One short jump onto the chair seat, followed by a second jump to the tabletop. But Figaro right to the cream. The pitcher wobbled, then tipped over. Cream spilled and ran off the table onto the floor. Pluto growled a warning growl as Figaro lapped up the cream. Take it easy, Pluto, said Mickey, whipping up the spilled cream. Figaro is our guest. When Figaro heard that, he wrinkled his nose at Pluto and stuck out his little pink tongue. Then he rubbed through the ashes in the fireplace and left sooty footprints on the carpet. Figaro is a messy little guest, said Mickey's nephew Morty, as he got out the vacuum cleaner. At dinner time, Pluto ate his dog food the way a good dog should. But no matter how Mickey and the boys ghost Figaro wouldn't touch the special kitty food Minnie had left for him. He did at last nibble some important sardines. He's a fussy little guest, said Ferdy. So Morty's in the pink, Ferdy's in the yellow. I thought Morty was in the yellow, and Ferdy was in the pink. At bedtime, Pluto curled up in his basket without any complaint. Did Figaro curl up on the fine, soft cushion Minnie had brought for him? He did not. Instead, he got onto the bed with Morty and nipped at his toes. Then he got into the bed with Ferdy and tickled both ears. Finally, he bounced off to the kitchen, and the house became very still. Uncle Minnie, called Morty, did you remember to close the kitchen window? Oh no, cried Mickey. He jumped out of bed and ran to the kitchen. The kitchen window was open, and Figaro the kitten was nowhere to be seen. Mickey and the boys went through the house. They looked under every chair, behind every door. Figaro, they called. They went out into the yard. They looked under every bush, behind every tree. No Figaro. He's really run away, Mickey decided at last. Morty and Ferdy followed Mickey back to the house, where Mickey put on his coat on over his pajamas. You two stay here, he told the boys. Pluto and I will go find Figaro. Leave the porch light on for us. Pluto didn't wag his tail. He didn't even try to grin. He got out of his cozy basket, put off. He went to help Mickey in the search. They went to Minnie's house first, but Figaro hadn't gone home. They went to the park down the street. "Have you seen a little black and white kitten?" Mickey asked the policeman at the gate. "I certainly have," answered the policeman, who was by the pond teasing ducks. Wow. I didn't think a cat teased ducks. Not tease them. You don't need to tease them. Mickey and Pluto hurried to the pond. Figaro wasn't there. He had been there, though. He left behind some small, muddy footprints and several large, excited ducks. Mickey and Pluto followed the trail of footprints to Main Street, where they met a crew of firemen. "I'm looking for a black and white kitten," said Mickey to the fireman. "Is that so?" said one of the firemen. "We just rescued a black and white kitten. He had climbed up the telephone pole and couldn't get down. Again." He ran through that alley. In the alley, a dairy truck driver was busy cleaning up broken eggs in his truck. "Have you seen a kitten?" asked Mickey. "I have," said the driver. "He jumped into my truck and knocked over dozens of eggs." Mickey groaned as he paid for the smashed eggs. When Mickey and Pluto finally trudged home, it was dawn. They had searched the whole town. They had even been to the police station, but they had not found Figaro. "What will Aunt Minnie say?" asked the boys. I hate to think what Aunt Minnie would say," answered poor Mickey. Before long, Minnie drove up. Mickey and the boys looked worried as they went to meet her. "Where's Figaro?" asked Minnie. No one answered. Something happened to him. Minnie was upset and she was angry. "Can't I trust you to watch just one sweet little kitten for me?" Just then, there was loud clucking, squawking, just from the yard next door. At least a dozen of frantic hens came flapping over the fence. Close behind the hens came the big angry rooster. Close behind the rooster came Figaro the kitten. Figaro's fur was rumpled and he carried a long tail feather between his teeth. "There's your sweet little kitten," said Minnie. "Figaro!" cried Minnie, not believing her eyes. At the sound of her voice, Figaro skated to a sudden stop, sat down, and mewed a gentle kitten mew. He tried quickly to smooth his dusty fur with his little pink tongue. He ran away last night," explained Mickey. "He teased the ducks in the park and broke the eggs in the dairy truck, and now he's chasing chickens," finished Minnie. Uh-oh. Pause the video and put in the comments below what you think's gonna happen next. "I hope he teach Pluto some manners," Minnie went on. "Instead, Pluto has been teaching him to do those naughty things. Teasing ducks, chasing chickens. The very idea. I'll never leave him here again." "It wasn't Pluto's fault," protested Morty. "He didn't do anything bad," added Furry. "He stayed up all night trying to find Figaro." But Minnie wouldn't listen. She picked up Figaro, got into a car, and drove quickly away. "Don't worry, boys," said Mickey. "We'll tell her the whole story later, when she's not so upset." "Please don't tell her soon," begged Morty. "As long as Aunt Minnie thinks Pluto is a naughty dog, we won't have to kitten sit with Figaro. Isn't that a plus?" Mickey smiled. Maybe we should wait a little while. We could all use some peace and quiet. I did learn one thing, yawned Mickey, as he stretched out beside Pluto in the shade tree. There's not much sitting in kitten sitting. I hope you enjoyed this book. Make sure to share and subscribe. Have a great night and be good.